have never tried anything that I can recall, anything from the brand R.E.M. Beauty. It's Ariana Grande's makeup line. I think the only reason I hadn't really tried anything is because when it initially launched, I thought it was geared, like meant to be geared towards young, like teenagers. And I don't know why. I don't think it actually is or was. I think it was just like the packaging, something about it just made me feel like it was. So I never really was dying to try anything from it. But I recently heard some good things about some specific products from this brand. So I was like, let me give those a whirl. If I'm being honest, I was actually placing an Ulta order for the original Naked palette is back and I have to try it. So we're not talking about that in this video. I'll talk about it in another, but that was why I was placing the order. And so I added some things from the brand. We're gonna try them all. I have a lot actually. We're trying a lot from the brand because I wanted to have a good idea of what they had to offer because, well, okay. The Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale is coming up very soon. And a lot of times they'll have items from this brand on sale and I never know if I can recommend them to you guys in my videos on those sales or not. And so I thought this would be a good way. We're gonna try it all. All right, so first of all, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jessica. What's up? We do makeup-y videos here on my channel. I do drugstore dupes, things like that. I also do vlogs. I would love to have you subscribe and join our little fam and catch some other videos of mine, but let's dive in. So I've sunscreened my face and this is the Sweetener foundation. I think this shade is too light. You're trying to figure it out online, which is the most impossible task. So this is Fair 7. We're gonna give it a whirl anyway. I thought maybe I had something here that I could darken it with, but I don't. So if I'm being honest, this foundation was $35. And the second I took it out of the box, my initial thought was, this feels really cheap. So I thought, well, maybe the foundation was like 20 and then it'd be, so I looked up like, no, it was 35. For that price point, this should be a glass bottle. I love that it's frosted. Like, I think that part of it is cute, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like $35 is a lot. Anyway, moving beyond that, let's see how it actually works. So it's got a pump. Like I said, this is definitely too light for me. It might work great in the winter, but right now despite my best efforts to not get any sun, I still have more color than I would most of the year. So initial thoughts just on putting it on, it's not like wildly high coverage, but it looks good. Like I feel like it looks like skin, which that's what I want typically, but it's still giving some coverage and it's not so far looking like it's catching weird in any area. So you can kind of see like that's width. I obviously don't have any here. It's definitely giving some coverage, look at that. And it's definitely too light. Hopefully we can fix this with some bronzer. I don't know, we're just kind of going with it. Sometimes I feel like when it's a lighter shade than your skin tone, it's even more noticeable when you haven't blended it well, because you're basically having to cover everything to make it. Yeah, it's so light. Sorry guys, this is gonna make me crazy. Trust me. I like the formula. I definitely wanna switch shades, but I mean, I feel like it looks pretty good. I could see where if you did not have a decently moisturized base and you have normal to dry skin, it might not blend as easily onto the skin. I would say that's true for most foundations, so that's nothing, It's definitely my kind of foundation where it's a little bit moisturizing, but not overly so, looks a little bit more like skin, but it still has some coverage. So once I get the right shade, I'll definitely keep trying it and let you guys know in a future makeup reviews video where I've tried things for longer. I gotta weed through what else I've got. I've got some exciting stuff. Next up is the concealer. This is something I've actually heard that people absolutely love. Comes with a little scoopy doopy. It's gonna be way too light. Man, those swatches did me dirty online. Okay, so, well, I can't say I've ever gotten a concealer that's in a pot that actually came with a little thing to scoop it out. That's kind of cool. It's definitely feeling like it dries down kind of quickly. So we're just gonna see. I am, however, gonna just use my finger and kind of tap it in the areas I need it. Ooh. Let me get a brush involved. Definitely, it's catching just a little bit on some dryness I have. Let me try just like actually patting it on with the brush instead of my finger. I don't know, I feel like I'm not loving. Again, first impressions, I'll keep trying, but I just feel like it's just okay. You know when you've got that like gut feeling of like you try something, you're like, I've definitely tried better. That's how I feel about this. I feel like it's really, really emphasizing everything I got going on there. Not in a good way. Again, it's too light. So that doesn't help anything. So jury's out on those two. I'm really excited about some of this face stuff like the blush and bronzer. Upon further investigation, I looked at this in other lighting. It does not look good. It's really catching weirdly, like everywhere the foundation meets the concealer looks awful. They are very different consistencies and I just feel like it's not working. So with that being said, I genuinely want to be able to try these other products and know how I feel about them. I'm gonna wash this off my face, put on a foundation and concealer I really like. I mean, you can just see how bad that concealer is creasing, which you don't have to put concealer on your your eyelid, obviously, but that's something I do, and most concealers do okay. They both look so bad, you guys. They look so bad on me. So I want to be able to try the other ones and not feel like I don't like anything because the base is wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do a base I know I like, and then we're going to try everything else. So that's just what we're going to do. Okay, be back. All right, we are back. I switched to the House Labs foundation, which honestly, if you were thinking about spending $35 on the sweetener foundation, House Labs also has a really good shade range and I like it so much more. It's very similar, but I feel like it just looks better on the skin. Okay, let's continue on. So sorry. So for eyes, I am dying to try this. This is the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Comet. I just love this kind of color on the eyes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna give this a whirl. I love just kind of having a wash all over the eyes. I'm just gonna kind of lightly blend it so that it can like dry down. Might get a little bit from here and just kind of blend up. I feel like that looks pretty nice. It's a little bit more, it's like kind of chunky. Not chunk, that's not the right word. It's not blending as seamlessly as other ones I've used, but I really like the color of it, like the tone and the color. I might tap a little bit more on top of this once I've blended both of them in pretty well. Okay, it definitely worked if I blended it faster. Like I blended it sooner on this side versus this side. I let it sit a bit and it looks a lot smoother. I don't know if you can tell. So that's good to know. You just need to work quickly with it. Let's just tap a little on top to give a little more pizzazz. So I also got the eye gloss, and I don't know, this is something that's meant to make your eyes look glossy, but it's supposedly doesn't stay sticky. I'm not sure that it's gonna really do what I want it to do on a cream shadow, but I figure, you know what, let's just try it. I'm just tapping a very little amount on it from the back of my hand. Honestly, it's making the cream shadow sit a little bit better, especially on the eye that I let dry down a little bit more. It's kind of cool. It's like I said, I've used an eye gloss before and it was definitely a little sticky and it stayed sticky and like you'd open your eyes and you could feel it. With this, I definitely don't get that feeling. And I think if you had a powder eyeshadow and you put this on top, it could look really, really cool, or even just no eyeshadow at all. So I will definitely keep messing with this. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll show you everything in natural light at the end so you can see what it all looks like. Yeah, just interesting, kind of a fun product. So for eyeliner, I got two eyeliners because I feel like Ariana Grande eyeliner, like that is definitely one of her things, right? And so I just wanted to give it a whirl. So I have a liquid one to kind of do a little bit of a wing, but it's brown. And I just think that's so cool. So we're going to try that. And then I also got her gel eyeliner pencil. I am curious how this will stay in the waterline. Is this black? It's in the shade Bordeaux. It's not the blackest black you've ever seen, but it might kind of blend in a cool way. So we're going to see. Okay, there's no shaper on the back. That's what I was looking for, just out of curiosity. Okay, it's a slippery eyeliner. Because it's so creamy, I have to like go back. I don't even know. I'm like having to go back and forth a little bit. Probably because it's on top of all this gloss and stuff. I just want to see how it would blend if I just grabbed a brush like I do with some eyeliners and blend it. If it would smudge a bit, yeah. Again, I don't know if it's because it's over that gloss, although I didn't get a bunch of the gloss here. It definitely it's just not super black. Let's try it in the waterline. We'll just kind of keep an eye on if it smudges down to the lower waterline just to get an idea of how well it stays. So the gloss is still wet. Like, does it ever dry? I guess it couldn't if it's gonna remain that like glossy look. Yeah, this eyeliner is just not easy to work with over this. So I'll put some wear notes. I'll try this again in the next few days before this video goes up, and I'll put some wear notes of how this eyeliner works over like regular eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Just to see, because I mean, this is just literally slipping and sliding. I've never had this experience with an eyeliner, so it makes me think perhaps it's not the eyeliner, perhaps it's the thing. It just looks crazy. Let's go in with the liquid liner because hopefully that can come save the day. It's really brown. I'm loving that. So definitely has been easy to apply. It's definitely, I mean, literally putting a brown over this weird black, so just bear with me, but I feel like it's doing a good job. So I'm so far a fan of this. Well, I say that and now it's like dried out. Okay, so it's okay. I feel like this is such a disaster. Like truly. Let's put on this mascara. I'm really excited to try the lippies and the cheek products. So if you're still here, I just feel I had such high hopes for this video. And when I woke up this morning, I thought, I am so excited to try these products. I'm so excited to film this video. And the fact that this is going the way that it's going is really breaking my heart. Like I don't know. So the mascara I got, this is the, and I think I got the like trial size, the lengthening mascara in Midnight Black. So far, okay. It feels like a slightly drier formula, which I love. And that also means that it's a little bit easier to build up quickly. That also means it can sometimes tend to clump just a bit. Ooh, I almost spilled my coffee. So the mascara is okay. I mean, I feel like it looks really nice. It, you know, got a little clumpy, but again, that can happen with a lot of mascaras. So that's not, you know. Okay, let's try this bronzer. So this is the Satin Matte Bronzer. I got it in Send to Voicemail, and it's definitely looking a little orange. It's hard to pick shades online, you know? Let's see how it looks. Could still look nice though. Almost looks peachy. But it's, okay, I will say, it's applying so easily. Oh my gosh. Like it just looks very diffused on the skin without really even trying super hard, because I just feel like that can be the downfall of powdered bronzers, you know what I mean, where they look splotchy, but this one is looking very even, not wildly splotchy. And then the blush I got in the shade Peach Planet. This is the Satin Matte blush. It's looking a lot brighter in person. Again, the swatches looked a little bit lighter, but that felt really nice. So let's see. Can definitely pack a punch. I feel like, I don't know how it's looking in the camera. I feel like it's not as, like in person, this is all really showing up strong. I feel like with the light, it's not. But again, that looks nice though. I feel like it looks blended pretty easily without trying. So far, these are like, I'm digging it. I'm liking it a lot. So for lips, I have a lipstick and a gloss. Let me wipe off my lip balm here. The lip balm is the, what is it actually called? It's like the On Your Collar matte lipstick. This is in the shade Drive-In Movie. The packaging's kind of cool. Again, it kind of looks futuristic and fun. Ooh, has kind of a vanilla scent. It smells exactly like the MAC ones. I didn't buy a liner, so we're just diving in. For a matte lipstick, this definitely is a little more moisturizing. I feel like it feels really good. This color is definitely for me more of like a fall color, but I'm enjoying the way that it feels. So that is really nice, because I feel like so many lipsticks just feel the same, but this actually does kind of feel a little bit different and a little bit nice. The gloss I got, I think, is just not going to go well with this. We'll give it a try. This is the shade Hocus Cocoa. Is that right? And it's their glossy balm, but it's definitely, yeah, we could use it. It's definitely a little more transparent. There it is right there. And you definitely have to keep redipping because just a very little bit gets on the brush. Yeah, not sticky. Again, it's got that. Is that still vanilla? I can't tell if that has a vanilla. Maybe no scent? I genuinely can't tell if I'm just smelling like the lipstick from before. I'm gonna put a little powder on. This is the Ami Collet loose powder because I just feel like everything feels like it's slipping and sliding today. I don't know. So all in all, I mean, I feel like it obviously is okay. I was obviously super disappointed in a lot of these. I will try them in different ways because that's what I enjoy doing and let you know in the wear notes. So if you really are considering buying something from this line, definitely check those. I'll give you some updates. We're more in like natural lighting. There we go. It looks pretty good. Again, I definitely have some things I really enjoyed. I definitely have some that I didn't. Let me get a little closer. You can really see the bronzer and blush there. I really did enjoy those products for sure. If you're curious, by the way, the foundation I did end up putting on is the House Labs one. And then the concealer I put on is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And then brows is the Essence Make Me Brow. I love that stuff. So let me share some more in-depth thoughts about each product. The standouts to me for sure were the bronzer and blush. I feel like these just looked really, really pretty. Again, in this lighting, it's not as obvious. I definitely would consider maybe trying a different tone of the bronzer, but formula-wise, these were both really, really easy to use, really, really diffused and pretty on the skin. So that surprised me and I was pleasantly surprised. I think even the eyeliners, even the liquid, it's okay. I'll keep trying the liquid. I did not like this eyeliner. Even swatching it on my hand, it just doesn't feel high quality. The mascara was good, but I think you can get the same, if not better, at the drugstore. I can link my favorite drugstore mascara below that gives a very similar effect. I liked the cream shadow and the gloss. I'm excited to play with these a little bit more. Okay, just kidding. Can you see where it is completely creased? I think the gloss is probably always gonna do that to whatever it puts on top, but it's such a cool look. Like, I think it's just one of those things you have to decide, is it worth it or not? Therefore, the gloss is probably best used just on bare eyes, because then you wouldn't really see any color creasing, you know what I mean? So that's just something to consider. But the cream shadow I did think was pretty and I really liked that shade. And then the lippies I really liked. So obviously did not have a great experience with the foundation and concealer. I'll try them a couple more times. So how do I feel about the brand as a whole? It definitely, trying all these has made me really think to myself, okay, with new launches, I would really want to read reviews before spending my hard-earned money on it, wouldn't you? I mean, and that's what I do with most things anyway, but for me, I like trying things so that I can tell you. But there are so many brands out there that I know 75–80% of the time when they launch something, it's going to be high quality. And this is one of those brands that I would question and think, okay, 60% of the time, it's a swing and a miss. Maybe higher. Obviously, this is all just my opinion, and there's more products out there from this brand that exist. Let me know your thoughts. Have you tried anything from this brand? Is there anything that is a standout, amazing product? Or if I tried one of your favorites today and you love it, how are you using it? What is your skin type? How do you apply it? How does it wear? Let us know, because again, this is just my first impression. I can use these products in many different ways. And you know, I always feel bad when there's a whole group of products that I'm just like writing off. So I'll keep trying them. But yeah, if you enjoyed this style of video, I'll link more of my makeup review, makeup try on videos. I don't always do it brand specific. I usually have a mix of different drugstore, new launches, things like that. Definitely go check them out. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.